like you. Punctuality is the virtue of kings. The first thing my father taught me when I was young. Looks like you've spared yourself 10 laps. I'm not saying you don't have to run. You still have 40 to go. Precisely. Show up late. 50 laps. I'm telling you this is a courtesy, but that is the only discount you'll get from me in a while. Go on. We don't have all day. There's a reason why I asked you to start at 5. Besides, the cold air keeps you awake and refreshed. Are you warmed up enough? Since you're complaining so much, how about we modify the rules a little, Let's inject a little motivation into your training. Get you worn out quicker for our lesson. Yes, worn out. What, you think demons start seriously attacking you when you're still energetic and raring to go? No, we bide our time, and then we launch the attack. In your mind, where you are most vulnerable. Let me share a little fun fact about demons. We run tirelessly in pursuit of prey, reaching up to a few days of stamina if we're desperate. You get a head start, and then I'll start my hunt. 40 laps should bring you under an hour, survive without getting caught, and you walk away unscathed. If you slip up, good luck. Caught you. Whoa, careful where you flail that hand of yours. I'll bite. It's been an hour, actually. It's been a few minutes over an hour, and you've done 47 laps. Running downwind is a smart move, though. Not many catch that little trick. You did good, Hunter, even though you're looking very pale. If you're looking for a place to throw up, the bushes are that way. Yeah, let it all out. At least now I know you could outrun or outsmart a demon if you really wanted to. Bummer. I really wanted to know what your intestines tasted like. I didn't say anything. Were you hearing something? You were hearing something. Up you get. We're starting with combat. You can abandon any thought about countering mental attacks from demons standing still, because that isn't going to happen. Here's a brilliant idea, human. How about you stop grumbling about everything under the sun and listen to me for once? While you're at it, try putting one foot in front of the other and walking in a straight line, like a normal person. I can't believe your knees turned into jelly from just 1 hour of running. We've got to work on your stamina. You've clearly never seen battle. Stand still, human, and quit whining. Now, we're going to start with simple hand-to-hand, fundamental stuff. I want you to keep up with my physical attacks, but also make sure none of my mental attacks get into your head. Literally. Tired, aren't we? Starting to regret signing up for a training session with me. Focus, human. You're slipping. Don't let me get to you. We demons love to pick through your weaknesses and inner fears and amplify them. What have we got here? Demons, you're scared of my kind. I see flashes and shadows of them that haunt every crevice of your mind. Fear is the one thing demons exploit to fall their opponents quickly. Conquer it before they use it against you. Good that you're holding your ground, darling. But you've got to go on the offensive if you want to stop me from attacking your mind. Eyes, fangs, horns. Menacing, yes. But you're not just scared of the features of a monster that we first appear to be. No. You fear the being within. The thing that hides beneath a creature's skin, with gnarled thorns in the place of a beating heart. You fear the ensuing chaos and death trailing behind us like blazing hellfire. The magic and destruction that we bring. The consequences you suffer as we take, and take, and take. I'm getting resistance from your mind. And that's good. It's weak, but it's an effort. Try harder. Block me out. Ignore me. Refute my attacks. Anything. Your loved ones, taken by a demon that looked at you a second too long. A swipe of blade, and they drop dead on the floor. There was nothing you could do to stop them. The helplessness of the situation haunting you over and over for so many years. I see fear, yes, but also guilt. Aren't you going to do anything to stop me from continuing, Pumpkin? Stop me from dredging up even more of your memories and twisting them into your worst nightmares? I can make you watch it. Even worse, I can make you do it. And there it is. Anger. Beautiful resistance you've got there, human. Anger. A strong wall to stop my attack. I can't get into your mind anymore. Good. It cost you, though, to take so long to figure it out. You're covered in bruises and scrapes, not to mention, you've forgotten that I have a tail. And you've underestimated how useful it is in disarming an opponent. Come on. Let me have my moment. I'm basking in my victory. You, darling, a human hunter, pinned under me. I don't think I'll let you go anytime soon. So, what's lesson number 2 with your friendly neighborhood demon? I'll accept that. But the answer I'm looking for is to channel your anger as a mental shield against an attacking demon. I do appreciate your compliments about my tail, though. I wish I had a phone with me right now. Look at you. What a sight. I don't hate humans. Not quite. Just a select few. And they've been long dead now, even if their legacy still thrives to this day. I wouldn't say that I tolerate most of you. You humans are mildly inconvenient at best. I've had my fill. You can get up now. Where's your first aid stuff? There. Have a seat. I've got you. Just let me disinfect the wounds. I wash my hands, I promise. The infection won't have come from my claws, but I did mop the floor with you, and the ground was not exactly free of sharp stones. I've got you. You're doing so well, human. So good and quiet. It'll all be over soon. I wish I had healing powers like my mom. You wouldn't be in so much pain if I did. Alas, I was born with a destructive death magic from my father's side. I miss her. She would pat me up after a long, grueling training session in the open fields of tortured souls. My father would train me within an inch of my life, but she would always be there, day after day. She'd set me down, and her hands would hover over my injuries. I would feel all tingly and warm before all the pain just kinda poof, vanished into thin air. She was amazing. You're lucky you don't need bandages. These are just surface wounds, so they should be fine with just gauze. I'm gonna put them on you now. Don't flinch. I know how to handle my claws. I won't cut you. I promise. Good human. So brave. I wonder what she'd say if she could see me training you. Teaching the ways of a demon to a human, and learning the ways of a human in return. My father, he was strict, a ruthless, unyielding leader, but a good mentor. Seeing that I was the sole heir, I was his sole son. Yes, so he had to push me to make sure I lived up to people's standards, to his standards. But outside of training hours, he's a dad who loves his family. Sometimes, on evenings when he was free, I'd sneak out of the demon realm without my mother's knowledge and fly until dawn. We would fly circles around the continent, touch the stars, skim the heavens with our wingtips as we flew, and watch the sunrise together. We would dash back home and pretend to be asleep before my mother woke up. I got my rebellious streak from him, and it's probably one of the few reasons why I'm still in one piece. And I don't just mean in the physical sense. My father was the wildfire only my mother could tame. I agree, they had something special going on for them. No, I'm not the only child. I had a little sister, but that's a story for another day. Had. They're all gone now. I've had centuries to mourn for them and to make peace with it. But sometimes I still cannot forgive the agency for what they did. They played a role in their deaths, certainly. If they hadn't stuck their nose in, my family would have. They would have. Yeah. Why did I join the agency then? Ironic, isn't it? To join forces with the people who murdered my family. That's also a story for another day, human. One that I hope not to burden you with. There you go. Good as new. It'll take a day or two to recover, but by then you should focus on lightening up your movements more. They're too sluggish for a demon, even if they are already outstandingly quick for a human. Hit the gym. I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to work on your core. By the way, you should check your phone. I just received a message from the agency about a new mission. They found a lead on traces of demon magic. Looks like we're teamed up again to go demon busting. What do you say, partner? I know, right? Yay! Go home and rest up. I'll see you fresh and ready tomorrow evening, and we'll see exactly how much you've learned from your lesson today. I thought I would find you here. You did well. Don't beat yourself up too much. It wasn't your fault. I know what you're going to say. There has to be another way. Dan could have been alive if I had stopped the curse. Curse, contract, spell, are they all that different? It was going to take her anyway. It was either the easy way or the hard way. She chose the easy way. Human. There was nothing to be done. The contract was invoked, and it would have been a fate worse than death for Dan. You know that. Wait. You don't? Wait, you actually don't know what the contract is? Did you just say shamalama? Really, darling? You're like my dad. You both have the same off-the-charts chaotic energy that would name one of the deadliest contracts known to demonkind as shamalama. What an abomination. I knew there was a reason I liked you. It's a Latin phrase. Listen carefully. Sanguine solutum. Sanguine solutum. No, you didn't say that. Sanguine means blood in Latin, and the contract means paid in full blood. We demons usually call it the blood oath if we want to talk about it without accidentally triggering the contract itself. Not every demon needs a demon circle and blood sacrifices to trigger a contract. That's just what they want you to think. The more powerful ones can cast it with just their mind. The contract is as deadly as it sounds. A blood oath is invoked by a caster who wishes to stake a claim on an object, which in this case would be Dan. Specifically, they were trying to get at Dan's soul. Yes, I know. Demons are big about souls. We like them. They taste good. Not to mention, they can do our bidding, keep us company, and you are getting more and more pissed as the list goes down, so I am going to stop before you throw me into a snake pit. When the contract is invoked, the caster has an ultimate claim on the object they cast, which means in the duration that this contract stands, nothing can get in the way of the claimed object and the caster. Yes, which means that if the contract had actually formed before Den took her own life, she would have been stuck with that demon for the rest of eternity. The only catch is the blood part. There's a reason why the blood oath is seen less as a contract and more as a curse. The caster needs to pay to obtain their claimed object with the price of their blood. Yes, their entire body's blood. The contract is one of the deadliest for a reason. The caster has to pay their all for the object they cast for. Both the object and the caster cannot nullify that either. They're both kept in a state of immortality until the contract is fulfilled. Dan's soul was very pure, and the demon very desperate. On the demon's end, it would have had to give up all of its blood and live in a broken state for the rest of his life. Dan's end was far worse, though. She would have to live to experience the hellscape of my home and withstand any favors the demon asks of her. Death would be far kinder. Nothing can get in the way of the caster and the object. Nothing. If you try, you die. Trust me, many tried. Hell, the agency tried. Hundreds of them died from a blood oath they so desperately wanted to break. Oh, no. The agency wasn't too worried about Dan's contract. No, not hers. Mine. Your knuckles are bloody. Are you thinking about getting them bandaged up, or are you planning to mangle them further? It means I'm under a forced contract with the agency. Did you think I would still be a hunter if the higher-ups had a choice? No, it was all demonic magic intervention. I was the caster, period. Jeez, will you stop asking questions? Now about your knuckles. You really shouldn't push yourself like that. Dan's death wasn't your fault. She chose it herself. One day, you'll have to make that call, too. We're all hunters. This is part of our job. No, it doesn't make it easier. But you can choose to channel that anger wisely, productively. Look at me, darling. No, don't turn away. Look at me. Whatever you're doing, this punching and snarling and lashing out, this is self-destruction, my dear. This isn't productivity. Your weight placement's all wrong, for starters, and your knuckles are scraped in all the wrong places. They should be injured and bleeding here. Your eyes are wild, your hair is messy, and you look minutes away from punching a hole in the wall. If you're going to throw a tantrum, at least do it right. I'm just saying that from one professional hunter to another, I know it hurts. It's not going to be easy from here on out. It's okay to grieve. This is your first time, after all. Take all the time you need. Take all the space you need. Just make sure to take it one step at a time. Slowly. We'll work through this together. Darling, let's play a game, shall we? Let me share with you something I do that's kept me sane. During the darkest of nights of my childhood, a kind human woman taught me this. I think it'll help you too. Close your eyes and breathe. In and out. In and out. Listen to the sounds around you. The beauty and the stillness and quiet. Now, open your eyes. Hello there. Describe 5 things you can see around you. Me. Okay. Good. My wings count as part of me, but fair enough. Perfect. Now 4 things you can touch. If you choose to, you can touch me instead. 1. Good. 2, 3. 4. Nice. 3 things you can hear. Your scrumptious, delicious heartbeat. Angry. That's a good one. Creative. Now, tell me 2 things you can smell. I am trying not to take offense to that. I shower daily, thank you very much. Ah, yes, the grounding scent of earth. Finally, what's 1 thing you can taste? Okay. Well, it's got you smiling again, which is wonderful. Are you feeling better? I'm glad to hear that. Why the hell would I want to fight you? I thought you were feeling better. Because you were feeling... By the Demon Kings, you are one weird being. Okay, Pumpkin. You're on. Whoa. You're fast. Maybe you can start putting up a good fight. And your mind is flowing with red-hot anger. Love it. Launching an attack on my mind. Ah, ambitious, arrogant human. That solid thing you just hit was my mind defense. I welcome you to try to break it. Points for effort. Not many dare challenge in a duel of minds with demons like me. Focus, you're going to topple. Well, careful, you'll sprain your ankle.
You cannot have it. Give it to me. Traitors, the lot of you. You call yourselves proud servants of the royal family, and you pathetic excuse of a human organization, all about protecting the weak, when in truth you execute people in cold blood. The king and queen did nothing wrong. They served justice and looked after their people, and my sister was barely a decade old. She's a child. She had nothing to protect herself with. You killed my family. You cruel, wretched, lying humans. None of you are even worthy of standing in the presence of the king's crown. How dare you place it upon your brow? Give it to me. Give it to me. I invoke the sanguine solutum upon my crown. As long as I draw breath, nothing stands between us. By blood and by will, it shall be paid in full.
That was the memory I didn't want to bring up. The one memory. I don't want to talk about it. No, I'm not answering any of your questions. You're very pale. Go get some water. I'll see you in the office next week. And one thing. You did well today. Congratulations.